Are you ready for a brand new Pilates-based Daily 10? Pilates builds strength from the inside out, making your body long and strong and fighting the postures that most of us fall into at our desks or using our devices. It's challenging, fun, and energizing, and you'll feel the difference quickly with consistent practice. Today we're not using any tools, so just grab a mat and let's get started. Grabbing onto your thighs, sit up nice and tall, and then walk your hands down until you're lying all the way down on the mat. Tuck your tailbone under, roll the shoulders down. Feet are about hip distance apart, hands next to the hips. Just do a little pelvic tilt to warm up. So we'll tuck the tailbone under, lengthen the hips, the front of the hips, engage the back, and just do a few rocks and rolls, tipping the pelvis, getting it nice and warm. And the neutral spine is somewhere between the tip and the tuck. Think of creating kind of like the bowl of a spoon shape in your core. Inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth, drop the abdominals, pressing into the four corners of your feet. Let's do a few rolling bridges. So tuck the tailbone under and then articulate one vertebra at a time, imprinting on the mat as you press your feet into the floor to your pain-free range as always, and then roll down one vertebra at a time. Think of keeping your hips, knees, and ankles all in alignment. Let's do two more. Breathing, always thinking about your breath in Pilates-based movement. So let's inhale up and exhale down. Bring your right knee into your chest. And then come about, the knee stays over the hips, like a tabletop. Hands again down. And then let's try bringing the other leg up to tabletop. You can support with your hands underneath your hips, but watch the shoulders lengthening the back of the neck. We'll drop the right toe towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch, but use your core strength to come back up to center. Relax your feet, inhaling, opening at the hip instead of at the knee. Imagine you're trying to tap or get close to dipping your toe into the water. Be long. Your core is very braced, and you're inhaling and exhaling. Now, if this feels pretty easy, you can start to drop both feet at the same time, managing your posture so your lower back feels great without arching. So go to your strongest point, the point where you feel I'm really working, but nothing hurts, and you're in complete control of the movement. Coming back to center, you can draw your knees into the chest. And we'll do a little prep for a rollover today instead of doing the whole rollover. So bring your feet and your legs to tabletop. And then think about, as you lift the knees up, roll them over maybe towards your chest. Without using too much upper body strength, we're thinking core. Drop the belly and roll and come back down. So we're just trying to think about elevating the hips, keeping the neck long without creating any tension in the face. We'll just do a few more of these. So we're rolling and lifting, almost like a reverse crunch. Let's do two more. And then we'll transition right into a crisscross. So you can start the crisscross with your feet on the floor, hands behind your head, gently cradling your head rather than pulling on the head. Lengthen. So you're lengthening the back of the neck, the spine, and bring your elbows to a place where you can see them in your peripheral vision. So they're not up, they're not way out, interfering with your spinal alignment. They're just about halfway. And again, your belly, think of it like the bowl of a spoon rather than popping out like a loaf of bread. And you can gently lift and then rotate. The left elbow comes up. Look at the right elbow on the floor. It's not touching the floor. And then center. So there's rotation happening here from the waist up. Let's add some lower body. So right and left. Knee come up. And always look at that elbow that's close to the floor. So this is one way you can perform the crisscross. Focus on keeping the hips stable and your powerhouse braced. Or you can come to tabletop and draw the right knee towards the left elbow, extending that left leg, and switch. If you feel your lower back is starting to arch off the mat, then keep that extended leg higher towards the ceiling. If you want more out of this, extend the leg out, keeping the heel above the hip. Inhale and exhale. Long, strong, energized, and ready to go. Let's do one more. And then come to center. Bring the feet to the floor. So as you tap the feet down, kind of onto the toes rather than the feet, I'm gonna bring my hands next to my hips, pretty wide open, and then barely hovering the toes. Tap as you shift your lower body to the right or to the left. Tap the toes. Left, right, do you feel your side waist? Left, and then kick out to Pilates stance. So that's that external rotation of the hips. Center. Good. And then tap right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Relax your jaw. Your shoulders are down. That's it. So tap right, left, and left. Here we go, extending. So we're side to side. Breathe. Make sure your core is very braced. We taught powerhouse in Pilates. You're squeezing your thighs together like there's a ball between your thighs and rotating them out. So when you look down, there's a little V between your feet. Good, center. And now you can draw your right knee in gently. And then the left. Notice how you're feeling. You're almost done. And let's go ahead and extend. So extend your legs, extend your arms, and just reach for a nice big stretch. Flexing your feet, reach through your heels. So it should feel great. And then bring the knees back up, the feet back in, and let's turn over onto the belly. I'm gonna walk forward so I'm more on my mat. And go ahead and shift your hips, bringing your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees close together, and I'm gonna tuck my toes, preparing for a plank. But to begin with, let's do a little scapular retraction. So allow your chest to fall closer to the mat, and then push into your forearms and hands. Your fingers are spread wide to get a strong upper back. Try that again. Keep the back of your head in alignment so it doesn't jut forward at the chin. Good, now you're centered, you're strong, your shoulder blades are down on your back. Your knees are on the mat, belly button in and up. Lift onto the knees, maybe even an inch or two. And you should go to your pain-free range here, but it should feel very strong through your core. And then come back down. So try that plank again. Up and down. Or if you'd like with me, you can keep going up and down, or lift onto the knees and come onto the toes to plank. Strong upper back, pressing down. Just shift like a battering ram, forward and back. Breathe. Let's do 4 more. You're looking right down at the mat. Drop the knees first. Come all the way down to the mat. It's time to press yourself up to hands and knees, and then take a moment for yourself, either in child's pose with knees together, wide knees. You can stay in puppy, stacking your fists, or again, shift all the way back into child's pose. Give yourself a moment, and you're done. Are you ready for more? Check out our other Daily 10 videos for the workout that's just right for you today. Whether you're looking for more cardio, strength training, Tai Chi, or Pilates, check out our other Daily 10 videos on the Core Connection Wellness channel.